Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. I'm Meg. Thanks so much for following and for popping in. I know it's been a little while since I've posted, but I thought today I'd give a little update on where I'm at, I guess. And then I am going to do a mindfulness activity, just sitting here at the end of my workout. So, first of all, I've been in this new teaching role for about a month now, and I'm really loving it. I feel like I'm starting to establish some great bonds and relationships with my students, with the teachers, and with parents, and it really is totally a full team. And hopefully more and more some of my experience and tips and tricks are going to allow the students to continue to feel supported. And I've played in staff-student soccer games and all sorts of fun different things, and I feel like I am really just have gone full force into developing relationships, and I'm super happy about that. I've also now been officially vegan, I guess, or kind of under that plant-based label, if you will, for about 6 weeks or so. Kind of more specifically, or a little bit more regimented than I had maybe been before. I was eating eggs, and overall I think it's going really, really well. I'm feeling like I have a lot of energy. I'm taking B12, and that's going well, kind of part of my morning routine, and it's been fun to sort of get into some good habits with food. I make a protein-filled smoothie every morning, and all sorts of fun things, and starting to get a little bit more creative with some dinner options, and living on the West Coast, really anywhere I guess in North America, but living in Victoria, there are a few also great options for if I'm going out or trying to socialize or things like that, like Be Love or Nourish, Run Bar, of course, and I've actually tried those sort of recently with doing some fun social things, so it's been going well so far. So I think it's just a day-by-day, step-by-step thing, and like I was sort of saying, I think it's just about developing habits, trying not to judge myself too harshly, and yeah, just see how it goes. A little while ago, ordered a pizza, and I ended up, that was gluten-free and vegan and all of these things, or so I thought, and ended up finding out that there was an egg product and something on it. I don't even remember anymore. Maybe in the not tomato sauce that I got or something. So, that was I guess a mistake or whatever, but it's all just learning, and definitely, of course, when you're going out, you have to be a little bit more careful, but like I said, I've been cooking a lot more, and making fun stir fries and different things, chickpea salads, all of that good stuff. So that's that. And now I guess I'll flow into the little mindfulness practice that we're going to do today. So wherever you are, just try and make sure that you are sitting so that you can have both feet planted flat on the floor. I'm going to invite you to rest your hands either in your lap or just by your side. And then I'm going to invite you to either close your eyes or just look down towards the floor. Just become present with yourself. If you're able, just start focusing in on your breath. Beginning to breathe through your nose. Both in and out. Perhaps pause at the top of your next inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. Take an extra sip and exhale for a count of 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If that's what you're able to do today, that's wonderful. Just continue to breathe, perhaps counting in for a count of 4 or 5, and exhale. sailing for longer. If you're able, pay attention to your feet. Notice what it feels like to have your feet grounded on the floor. Notice the feeling of your toes spreading into the floor. Pressing your heels into the floor. Nice and even energy from your toes towards your heels. Just notice what your feet feel like. Now tense up in your toes and the muscles and the arches of your feet and relax. From there, come into your ankles and Achilles and all those little muscles at the bottom of your legs. Stabilize in there. Notice how it feels. Tense them up, tense in your calves, which might mean your quads need to work a little bit, but try to just focus on the one area. Your shins, all those little muscles below your knee. And let it go. Just notice how your knees feel. Maybe sitting bent like this at 90 degrees, they're a little bit sore. Maybe this is more comfortable. Maybe you feel nothing. Come to the muscles above your knees, to your big muscles at the top of your leg, your quads and hamstrings and glutes and all of the little muscles in there that help stabilize and protect. And just notice how they feel. Definitely always feel a lot of tightness in this area. Just notice without judgment. See how they're doing. Perhaps tense your legs right from your core, your glutes, all the way to your knees. And release. And again, I invite you just to come back to your breath if you need to. You're going to bring your way up into your core, which is such a big area, all the way from your back around to your abdominal muscles. So notice what it feels like to be sitting straight. Notice how your lower back feels, your obliques, your abdomen muscles that sort of run and connect into your hip flexors. Just notice. Again, without judgment, just be curious, be present with your body. And I invite you to tense. And as you exhale, release. And make way to your arms. Do the same thing there. Just notice fingers up to shoulders. And release. And lastly, your face. Squinch it up. Release. Just take a few breaths. And once you're ready, I invite you back to the room. That's all for today. Thank you so much for popping by my channel, and until next time.